pretty bright. Okay, well, I left off on paragraph 44 of an Egmont group of financial intelligence units operational guidance for FIU activities and the exchange of information in 28 October 2013. In paragraph 44, the collection of information should be planned, orderly, and systematic, reducing the need for the analyst to be repetitive when searching for information and ensuring conclusions are based on sound foundation. It is important to analyze the information source for reliability and validity. Data diagnostic involves evaluating data for its quality by evaluating its credibility, source, relevance to the goal of the analysis, accuracy for the analysis to be reliable, and process to translate data into information. Paragraph 45. After collecting all relevant information, it should ideally be collated to ensure that important information is not displaced, misdirected, or lost. Collation can be designed to effectively manage the information so as to maximize its usefulness. A good collation system will assist the analyst to identify relationships between individuals and or companies, determine significant events, identify patterns of activity, uncover information gaps, and clarify the significance of data collected. The source of information can be coded for easy retrieval later. IT tools can be used to collate large quantities of data. When it is necessary to work on smaller data sets out of a large volume of data, sampling, data grouping, or sorting can be used, all of which can be performed through commercially available application software. Paragraph 46. The relevant data, whether collected or already available in the FIU's databases, can be matched and linked to identify relationships. In operational analysis, where the emphasis is on case formation, it is important to match and link all relevant information in order to have as complete a view of the case as possible. However, linking different reports for the same entity or establishing relationships among different entities may pose a challenge to factors such as variations in different attributes on the same entity, first name, surname, address, etc. Once all of the data is collected, evaluated, and collated, it may be reviewed to ensure that all requisite information is available for analysis. Power to obtain information from reporting entities. FIU should be able to obtain and use additional information from reporting entities as needed to perform its analysis function. The use of this power and its extent, including the range of the reporting entities from which the information should be obtained, is dependent on analytical needs. Relevant elements in this respect include the features of the analytical task assigned to the FIU in the particular country, the information already available to the FIU as a consequence of the disclosures received under the receipt function. In principle, the wider this initial information, the less likely the need to obtain additional information from reporting entities subsequently, and lastly, the information available to the FIU via other sources. Paragraph 48. Examples of the types of information that FIUs can obtain from reporting entities depending on the analytical needs include the identity of the account holder and of the other subjects authorized to operate the account, the beneficial owner, and in relation to legal persons and arrangements, the owner and control structure, ownership and control structure. 3, the type and amount of the transaction performed as well as the counterparts involved. 4, for wire transfers, information on the payer and the beneficiary. 5, the nature and purpose of the activities conducted by the customer. And 6, any other information gathered in the customer due diligence process consistent with the risk, circumstances, and the type of CDD measures applied. For example, copies or records of official identification documents like passports, identity cards, driving licenses, and similar documents, account files, and business correspondence, including the results of any analysis undertaken, example, inquiries to establish the background and purposes of complex, unusual, large transactions. Power to access information from other sources. FIU's paragraph 49 may obtain information from other sources directly through access to relevant databases or indirectly through another authority or entity holding the information. In any case, it is important that the access be prompt, confidential, and secure. Paragraph 50. Where applicable, examples of information types that may be useful to FIUs include A. Address information, B. Administrative liability measures, C. Bank account information, D. Border crossing by physical persons, E. Business and companies registries, F. Citizenship records, G. Commercial databases, H. Confiscated property, I. Control and ownership structure of companies and legal persons, including information on the status and powers, shareholders, directors, and beneficial ownerships, J. Criminal records and information on ongoing prosecutions or investigations, K. Customs records, L. Import-export goods, M. Fiscal information, declared income and taxes paid, N. Land and property ownership records, real estate register, O. Law enforcement records before court trials, P. Licenses for financial activity and compliance-related information, Q. Marital status, R. Natural persons register, S. Passport details, T. Prevention measures freezing, U. Social security information on physical persons, excluding medical data, V. Trust and other legal arrangements, including information on trustee and other parties involved, beneficial ownerships, and assets managed, W. Vehicle register, and X. Visa records. And that actually leads you into the appendices. Let me stop here.